We were eating dinner when my granny asked, "How are you feeling after the anonymous text about you being too ugly to live?" I froze. I had been getting anonymously bullied online ever since I was 11. Most of the time I'd screenshot every text and send it to my dad and granny. But I kept that one a secret. "How do you know about that?" I asked. She tried to laugh and said she was getting mixed up, but I kept pressing her. My dad slowly turned around as the color drained from her face. "Show me your phone, Mom." "This is ridiculous," she said, but her hands were trembling. "I'm trying to help. I've always been trying to help." Dad grabbed the phone from her hands. She lunged for it, but he was already unlocking it with the passcode. "What the F?" he breathed, scrolling through each anonymous text she'd sent. Turns out it had been her all along. "Your face makes me want to vomit," Dad read aloud, his voice shaking. "Everyone at school thinks you're pathetic." He scrolled further, his face growing paler. "Your dead mom would be ashamed of what a slut you became." The words hit me like a physical blow. My biological mother had died of cancer when I was 8. Tears started streaming down my face. "Keep reading," I whispered, my voice cracking. "Read the one from last week." Dad's finger moved across the screen. "Your boyfriend showed me your nudes. Your body is disgusting. He told me he only has intimacy with you with the lights off." His voice broke. "Mom, you sent this while we were at dinner, while you were sitting next to her." "There's more," I said, sobbing now. "Tell him about the one where you said you were pregnant with Charles's baby." Dad found it, his hands trembling. "I'm pregnant with his baby. He's leaving you for me. He says you give terrible head anyway." He had to stop, gripping the counter. "You sent this the night she came home crying about Charles breaking up with her. You made us tea. You said boys were stupid." She held me while I cried. I choked out. "Look at the Instagram, Dad. The Snapchat. The anonymous school app. She has 7 different accounts." Dad was scrolling frantically now, his breathing getting heavier. "No wonder your mom killed herself. Imagine having you as a daughter." He slammed the phone on the counter. "Her mother died of cancer." "I know exactly what her mother died of," Granny said coldly. "You held my hand at the funeral," I screamed, standing up on shaking legs. "You said she'd be proud." "Keep scrolling, Dad. Read the ones about you." His finger hesitated over the screen. "Your dad touches you at night, everyone knows. That's why you're so messed up. Daddy's little slut." He had to sit down, his legs giving out. "You sent this while I was on a business trip, while you were supposed to be taking care of her. Remember when I started showering at 3 a.m.? I asked him through tears. "Remember when I stopped hugging you? She convinced me that I smelled like fish, that people could tell. I was 14, Dad." Dad was still scrolling, finding more horror with every swipe. "End yourself." He looked up at his mother, tears in his eyes. "You knew she'd attempted. You drove her to the hospital." 3 times, I corrected, my whole body shaking. "I tried to die 3 times, and every time she was there with tissues and tea, asking who could be so cruel." I laughed through my tears, but it came out broken. "The weight loss," Dad said suddenly, pieces clicking together. "You said kids at school were calling her fat." "I went from 125 pounds to 87, I whispered. "She made me special meals while texting that nobody wants to see my flat ass." My voice broke completely. Dad found something else on the phone that made him stand up. "You documented her breakdown?"